Welcome back to episode 5. We are going to add the ability to run programs in this session. But first, let me go back and explain why they couldn't run these tests before. And the problem was because I couldn't. My selected application for Xcode was not this. Not my. It was actually set to the command line tools that you download separately. So that was a problem. I don't know why the command line tools can't handle running the test, but anyway, we set it to Xcode and that fixed the problem. So we have the ability to print now. Now I want to add the ability to run programs. So here's our prompt. Add the ability to pass a file name to our command line program. Use the Swift package. Let's go edit that. Use the Swift package Swift argument parser. When the command line receives an argument, it should be the name of a file. If the file doesn't exist, report an error and quit. If the file does exist, then pass it to a new method on the interpreter called run that takes a file name. If no arguments pass the command line, then enter the REPL. The run method of the interpreter should read in the file and pass the contents to the interpreter's inval method. All right, so that's our prompt. Let's go. Again, we're starting from scratch, so it's got to refresh its memory and context and everything and figure out where we are. Okay, it's writing the plan. And we got a plan, so let's look at what it's going to do. All right, the Swish CLI currently always enters the REPL. The goal is to optionally accept a file name argument. If provided, read and evaluate the file. If omitted, enter the REPL as before. Package.swift, add Swift argument parser. That's correct. Wire it in. Replace with an argument parser command struct. Correct. Add run file name method to Swish. Yes, that's our interpreter. Update. So here's the step-by-step instructions. This delegates to this thing about. Okay. So it's going to refactor Swish. That looks correct. The exists gets extracted to a start REPL, free function to be called. Okay. All right. That sounds good. Let's go. Okay, it's updated our package. It's updated the interpreter. It's added a new CLI struct. All right, what does it want to do? Let's let it do it. it's testing it. And it says it's working. All right. Let's test this out. Let's run all the tests. All right, let's see if we enter the REPL or no arguments, we're into the REPL. Okay. I have created a little script called hello.swish, and it just said all it does is print hello world. So let's run this and see if it works. Actually, and it did it. So there we go. We can run programs now. Granted, all we can do is print, but we'll be building on that in our upcoming sessions. So let's look at the code that it generated. So in our package, you see we now have the Swift argument parser that that we depend on. And we have the CLI that it broke out to be a parsable command from Swift argument parser. I think if we can, Swift argument parser is really pretty nice. So if I type Swift run swish with help, yeah, then we automatically get a help screen. Okay. And here's main, our main program again. It's got a new start REPL function. That was what we had before, which is broken out. And our main program calls our Swift CLI main, which is here, which you can see that if there's a file, it reads the file and runs it. Otherwise, it starts the REPL. Let's go verify if it has error reporting. So if we say Swift swish and we give it a test.swish, which does not exist, it says error file not found. Okay, good. All right, now we have a swish kit. We got our new run method, which takes a file name, reads in the files, calls a val. All right, that looks good. And let's commit this. Actually, I'm going to update the to-do first. We've got that going on. And that's it. So we'll commit this. All right, thanks. That was a quick one. Tune in next time for more. We will probably start adding support, moving towards adding support for writing your own functions. And to do that, we need to support function literals first, actually arrays, because arguments in Clojure and Lisp are put into array. So we'll add support for array literals, then we'll do function literals, and then you'll be able to have functions. So thanks for tuning in. As always, like and subscribe. And if you like my work, want to support me, buy me a copy or click on the Buy Me a Coffee link in the links below. Thank you.